Coco Gauff and Victoria Mboko celebrate Alexandra Eala's gold medal win with heartfelt messages. The stadium lights had barely dimmed when the weight of history settled in. Alexandra Eala stood still for a moment, gold medal resting against her chest, the Philippine flag rising slowly behind her. The crowd roared, but in that instant, everything else faded. Years of sacrifice, early mornings, aching muscles, silent tears, and relentless belief had all led to this single, shining moment. She had done it, and the tennis world noticed. Within minutes, messages poured in, not just from fans, but from two of the brightest young stars in global tennis, Coco Gauff and Victoria Mboko. Their words weren't polished press statements. They were raw, emotional, real. This wasn't just a celebration of a gold medal. It was a moment of sisterhood, a moment of shared struggle, a moment that proved women's tennis is being shaped not just by champions, but by voices that lift each other up. A golden moment for the Philippines. For the Philippines, Alexandra Eala's victory was more than a medal. It was a breakthrough. In a nation where tennis has often lived in the shadow of boxing and basketball, Eala carried the dreams of an entire generation onto the court. She wasn't just playing for herself. She was playing for every young Filipino girl who had ever been told tennis wasn't for them. Her journey had never been easy. Training overseas at a young age, living far from home, facing doubts about whether she could truly compete with the world's best. But Eala never wavered. With fearless baseline play, mental toughness beyond her years, and a calm intensity that stunned her opponents, she carved her way through the draw, match by match, until the gold medal was hers. When the final point was won, she fell to her knees, not in disbelief, but in gratitude. Coco Gauff's message: this is bigger than tennis. Coco Gauff knows what it means to grow up under pressure, from being labeled a prodigy at 15 to becoming a Grand Slam champion while the world watched her every move. Coco understands the emotional weight of expectation better than most. That's why her message to Alexandra Eala resonated so deeply. This is bigger than tennis. You didn't just win a gold medal. You changed what's possible for so many young players watching you right now. I'm so proud of you. Those words travel far beyond social media. For Eala, they weren't just praise. They were validation from someone who walked the same path of pressure, doubt, and relentless scrutiny. Coco didn't speak as a superstar looking down. She spoke as a peer, as a young woman who knew how lonely the climb could feel. Victoria Mboko's reaction: history looks good on you. Victoria Mboko's rise in tennis has been electric, fearless, explosive, unapologetically confident. But beneath that fire is deep respect for those who grind quietly, those who build their careers without shortcuts. Her message to Eala was short but powerful. History looks good on you. Keep shining. It wasn't flashy. It didn't need to be. Because coming from another rising star who understands the sacrifices of elite tennis, those words carried weight. Mboko wasn't just congratulating a winner. She was welcoming Eala into a new circle. The circle of players who don't just compete, but inspire. More than congratulations, a symbol of unity. In a sport often defined by rivalries, moments like this remind fans why women's tennis is special. There was no jealousy, no comparison, no subtle competition, only support, only respect, only pride. Coco Gauff, Victoria Mboko, and Alexandra Eala represent three different journeys, from different countries, cultures, and systems, but their paths intersect in one powerful truth. Greatness doesn't isolate. It connects. The quiet strength behind Eala's rise. Alexandra Eala's gold medal wasn't built on hype. It was built on discipline, on trusting her process when no one was watching, on believing in her game even when results lagged behind effort, on staying patient while the world moved fast. Her victory didn't scream. It spoke. And the message was clear. Talent grows everywhere, if it's given belief. A new era is taking shape. Coco Gauff is already a global icon. Victoria Mboko is storming toward stardom. Alexandra Eala has now etched her name into history. Together, their stories signal something powerful. The future of women's tennis is not dominated by one voice, but elevated by many. Different backgrounds, different styles, same courage, why this moment will be remembered. Years from now, fans may forget the scoreline, but they won't forget this moment. The gold medal, the heartfelt messages, the unity, because this wasn't just about winning. It was about recognition, about one young champion being seen, not just as a medalist, but as a symbol of possibility. Alexandra Eala's gold is only the beginning. As the celebrations fade and training resumes, one thing is certain. Alexandra Eala is no longer just a rising star. She is a reference point for the Philippines, for Southeast Asia, for young players everywhere who dare to dream beyond limitations. And with voices like Coco Gauff and Mboko standing beside her, the road ahead doesn't feel lonely anymore. It feels powerful. Final thought, gold medals shine, but support lasts longer. And in this moment, when Coco Gauff and Mboko lifted Alexandra Eala with words as strong as a performance, the tennis world witnessed something rare, a victory that echoed far beyond the court. Sparkles Tennis. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like, and share. Till next time.